Welcome to the 2019 STIHL Timbersports Women's U.S. Championship, coming to you from Germanfest on the Summerfest grounds here in Milwaukee, Wisconsin. I'm Tommy Sanders along with Kevin Holtz. Today we have the top 10 women athletes in lumberjack sports from all across the country competing in 3 disciplines: the stock saw, the single buck, and the underhand, to become the 2019 STIHL Timbersports U.S. champion. Let's take a look at how they got here, starting with our 2018 champion, Erin LaVoie. She came in focused on dominating the field from the start, and that's exactly what she did, as she booked her ticket to Milwaukee for the 2019 National Championship.
What I really want to do is just do my best. You know, if I can walk away and be like, that was everything I had. That was a great chop, that was a great saw, that's what I want. And the chips fall where they fall.
Joining LaVoie and advancing out of the Western qualifier was Kate Page in second place and Lindsay Down in third. The 2019 STIHL Timbersports Midwest qualifier was stacked with big names. On the women's side, the showdown was on as Kendall Cornelius and Nancy Zaleski put on an epic battle for supremacy. In the end, it was Cornelius who came out on top and found her redemption after not qualifying for the national championship in 2018.
I'm just here to cut my best 3 cuts, and hopefully that'll be enough to best the other cuts of the girls. As long as I'm cutting up to 95 or 100% of my potential, it's going to be better or very close to the other ladies' potential that are here as well.
In third place was Kate Witkowski, who overcame a busted hand to hold on and advance.
Well done.
The Northeast qualifier featured fierce competition between 2 elite competitors, as Martha King and Alex Miller went head-to-head for the title. King took the single buck and underhand disciplines, but it was Miller who took control in the stock saw to claim the win.
You know, I kind of stepped up my game after coming out first, because I knew, you know, everyone's going to be bringing their A game for the finals. I certainly didn't stop there, so yeah, if all the cards line up right, I definitely could do some damage.
Tracy Henning finished third to round out a strong group of women advancing to the national championships. Well, there they are, your 10 athletes, and how they got here. Well, let's get them started with our first discipline, the stock saw.
The STIHL stock saw, 2 competitors going head-to-head with identically tuned MS661 chainsaws. After a 15-second warm-up, all 8 fingers must be crossing that line. On go, with speed, they retrieve the saw. With precision, they enter the saw into the wood, listening to the RPMs, feeling the saw cutting through the wood, severing that first clean disc. Then, the perfect transition, and again, with precision, entering the log for the upcut. Hopefully seeing 2 complete discs on the ground, and of course this 4-inch line remaining for a leading cut.
Taking a look at our first 2 competitors, heat number 1, Kate Witkowski in the foreground. Alex Miller on stand number 2. Alex Miller from Alden, New York. This is her 2nd straight appearance on this championship stage. Ditto for Kate Witkowski. Also has the advantage of being a home state favorite here. Too. It's from Hayward, Wisconsin.
3, 2, 1, go!
Kate Witkowski getting up and rolling that saw into that cut. Puts a lot of pressure on there. Other than that, we've got a pretty dead run right now. I think it's going to be an advantage Miller, and Alex Miller just keeps getting faster in this stock saw. Excellent run from Alex Miller. Quick off the block, obviously quick enough to get Rich Hallett's attention, and post 2 nice clean cuts. Everything is smooth, it's steady. She's staying in position, not shifting around. Nice run, Alex Miller.
You know, Alex, you're consistently fast in the stock saw. How fast do you want to get to that go?
Honestly, I was a little faster than I normally am, and I think that's just nerves, so I'm really lucky on that call, but obviously the closest you can get to go is, you know, where you want to be.
She was first to the wood. She was second in the changeover, and then first at the end. So up and down, and it ends in Alex Miller's favor. 11.70 is her time. Right behind her, Kate Witkowski, 11.99. 2 very fast times there to start off the competition, but we have 4 more heats to go, so don't go anywhere.
There you go, Alex Miller. So strong, under 12 seconds. That is incredibly fast.
STIHL Timbersports on CBS Sports Network is sponsored by STIHL, maker of a full line of gasoline and battery-powered handheld outdoor power equipment. Find yours at stihlusa.com. By Duluth Trading Company, the official workwear sponsor of STIHL Timbersports. And by John Deere. Nothing runs like a deer.
Welcome back to Milwaukee. 2019 STIHL Timbersports U.S. Women's Division Championships. We are just underway in our first event, the stock saw, and Alex Miller has put down a great time to beat right out of the gate. Time just under 12 seconds.
3, 2, 1, go!
As we move on in the competition in heat number 2 of stock saw, it would be Martha King coming out on top over Tracy Henning. In heat number 3, it was defending national champion Erin LaVoie taking the win over Lindsay Down. Either King or LaVoie, though, could match the time put down by our leader, Alex Miller. 2 more heats left to go. Here we go with our 2 competitors. That's Carrie Kelligan. Carrie Kelligan from Eastern Seaboard, from Connecticut. Here we go, going up against Kendall Cornelius.
Of course, Kendall also our 2017 champion. I think Kendall presents, and you know, Kelly too, a couple of good shots to take that time down, but that time may stand pretty tall today.
2, 1, go!
Kendall Cornelius first to the wood.
I'll tell you what, I think Kelly reeled her in. I think.
Oh man!
Wow!
Oh my word! That's going to take a while to sort that one out. So very close between Carrie Kelligan and Kendall Cornelius.
Both these ladies very close according to the unofficial clock. Take another look at this run. Kerrigan on the near side, Cornelius on the far side. A little bit of shuffling feet there from Cornelius, not quite comfortable in her position. Couldn't really see it from this camera shot, but I can tell by the spray of chips, the nose of that bar almost sucked completely back into the block.
Kendall, you're clearly displaying fight-back ability. You missed it last year. You won the year before. You just laid down 2 perfect cuts in my mind. What's going through your head in 2019?
It's a new year, new me. I've come back this year a much different athlete than I was last year. I've gone back to the basics, just really solid, how to pick up the saw, how to make a really good cut, listening to the saw and understanding you know, how the RPMs are working on that piece of wood, and today I think it really paid off. It was a great honor to be on the stage with Kelly. She's the wild card this year, so she's here on an awesome ticket. Let's all hear it for Kelly. She did a great job.
Great racing there, and missed it by 2/100ths of a second did Kendall Cornelius. She's in second place with 11.72. Kelly Kerrigan right behind, 5/100ths of a second behind Cornelius with 11.77. One more heat left to go. There's Nancy Zaleski, known for her ability to run a very fast stock saw time, going up against Kate Page.
Tommy, maybe it's not too late. Not too late to dream.
You're absolutely right.
On that new national record.
Not counting it out at all.
1, go!
Page right there with the go. Zaleski a bit lag on the go. Oh, but she's making it up in the timber. Nancy Zaleski is going to show us how it's done. Unbelievable. Now that unofficial time does not put her in that top 4. We'll wait to see what the official time comes out like. There you can see it. One finger up on that chain brake. She has to reposition that grip, but man, did she make time through that timber.
Well, a great cut by Nancy Zaleski, but she won't be able to catch our winner in the stock saw, Alex Miller, with an 11.71 here to claim the first of 3 events to determine our national champion for 2019.
Yeah, so I had a pretty good cut. Like I said on the interview out there, I have a little too much down pressure on my first cut, but I recovered in the second cut, and it was 2 good discs, about a 1 inch, which is what I've been training, so better than last year, I think, so happy about that.
And happy she should be as we move into our next event. Here's Dave Jewett with our Duluth Trading Company Discipline Review.
On go, you want to go full speed on a push or a pull stroke using the entire saw. It's a 2 to 3 peg and raker. The pegs are the teeth. They cut the wood. The rakers clean the wood. You want to use the full saw, cutting on the forward stroke, cutting on the back stroke, using every muscle in your body from your toes all the way up to your head, driving the saw with confidence through the entire log. If you deviate from your technique, you can dive or rake her into the wood, bringing you to a sudden stop. Then you have to regain that momentum, losing time.
It's going to be the matchup between Caitlin Page and Erin LaVoie. Erin LaVoie making a clutch single buck run last year to secure her championship.
I'm kind of surprised to see Erin LaVoie seated in the first heat. Reigning champ, I think some things may not have gone quite so well for her leading up to this event. Look at the noodles just spraying out of that log.
Oh, yeah.
Ooh. That saw came right back out towards her leg. Let's take a look at this run from Erin LaVoie. She gets in here to the heavy part of the wood, and look at the spray of noodles coming out both directions, just pistoning that saw. Great form, great consistency. The nose of that saw disappearing back into the block.
Erin LaVoie 12.911, Caitlin Page 16.23.
I hope that was first by like a lot. I hope that Martha and Nancy like get some people in between the three of us, you know. But in the end of the day, like that was a really good log, and that was a really good saw, and that was like one of, I don't know, it's a really good feeling when that happens, and I love it. That felt cool.
Erin LaVoie looking to defend her national championship with a great cut in the single buck. We'll see if anyone can top that when we come back.
What a perfect cut. Besting her time from last year is Erin LaVoie.
Welcome back to the 2019 STIHL Timbersports Women's U.S. National Championships here in Milwaukee. We are now in our second discipline, the single buck. Defending women's champion Erin LaVoie just started us off with a great cut, which was just under 13 seconds. She's looking to go back-to-back here in Milwaukee. In heat number 2 of the single buck, it was Lindsay Down versus Tracy Henning, and it would be Down, pulling out the win with an impressive cut. And in heat number 3, Kelly Kerrigan versus our 2017 champion, Kendall Cornelius, with the wild card entrant Kerrigan taking the win in impressive fashion. Neither Kerrigan nor Down would be able to catch our leader, though. Erin LaVoie still holding on to that top spot. Alex Miller, Martha King, heat number 4 of the single buck. Alex Miller in the foreground. Martha King, runner-up last year. Stand number 2.
Bit of trouble at the top for Alex Miller. Martha King is not waiting around. She starts with that saw a little bit nose up. Now it's got it settled down into a nose down position. Oh, what a heartbreak for Alex Miller. Nice clean finish. Nice run, Martha King.
Yeah, Martha King, she's got a lot of fight in her. How did you feel it went?
Well, better than at the qualifier. I mean, it's a faster time, but still I could work on longer, smoother strokes. But that's always cutting. I'm grateful for a good wedger. It's a lot of fun to be out here, and I just can't wait for the next event.
Watch her do her thing in the underhand chop coming up next. We're going to wait for the official time coming in for Martha King.
And there it is, yeah. Martha King taking over from Erin LaVoie, 12.43.
Tommy, I got a suspicion, we'll call it, a suspicion that 12.44 may not survive this last heat. Kate Witkowski has been cutting really exceptional single bucks. Nancy Zaleski, I don't think I mentioned it yet, but both Nancy and our co-host Dave Jewett turning the big 5-0 this year.
Oh, that's right.
2, 1, go!
But Nancy recovering from surgery, she was kind of back last year, but not really back where she had been. She is back in full force this year. Witkowski, though, giving her a run.
Oh,
it is
yeah, Nancy Zaleski.
Not going to be quick enough, though, to take down that time of Martha King, and most likely will settle in behind Erin LaVoie.
Not going to take Nancy Zaleski out of the running for the championship here, but Martha King goes right to the top. As you see right there, she sits just 1 point behind our leader, Martha King, followed by our 2018 national champion, Erin LaVoie. All right, underhand chop will decide it all. Here's Dave Jewett to tell us all about the underhand chop.
They will chop the front half of the log using their $700 axe. After they cut the front half of the log, the transition to the back is seamless. In less than 1 second, the axe is into the back side of the log. A 2-and-2 pattern, removing the chips. Then when you get close to the center, you have to be confident. Using precision, accuracy, power, you will drive the log off. Seems dangerous, right? It's actually one of the safest events. And yes, they are wearing a chainmail sock protection underneath their shoe.
Our first heat of the underhand chop. It'll be Lindsey Down going up against Tracy Henning.
They got to square off in the single buck. They're going to square off in this underhand chop as well. Lindsey Down on the left, Tracy Henning on the right. Last chance to grab those Steel Championship points. There's Lindsey Down around to the backside. We'll get a good look at how this cut's going for her. She's going to open 2-2. Didn't shift a chip on that. She's going to span it out a little more. There we go. Now we're clearing it out. This is where it's going to come down. She punches top, guts, bottom. Didn't go. There it is for Lindsey Down.
Well, Lindsey Down and Tracy Henning wrapping up there. Final heat of the 3 disciplines. Lindsey Down laying down a time of 1:15:44, and Tracy Henning just 3 seconds behind. Well, we are down to it. Our final discipline is underway. When we come back, we will crown our 2019 Women's Champion. Stay with us.
STIHL Timbersports on CBS Sports Network is sponsored by STIHL, maker of a full line of gasoline and battery-powered handheld outdoor power equipment. Find yours at STIHLUSA.com. By Duluth Trading Company, the official workwear sponsor of STIHL Timbersports. And by John Deere, nothing runs like a deer.
Welcome back to Milwaukee. It is time to crown a champion here at the 2019 STIHL Timbersports Women's U.S. Championships. We are in our final discipline, the underhand chop, and Lindsey Down has taken the lead after our first heat with a win over Tracy Henning. In heat number 2, Kate Page and Nancy Zaleski went head-to-head. Page came out the winner with a great time to take the lead. Kate Page ending her 2019 championships in style. And in heat number 3, it was Alex Miller, our winner in the stock saw earlier today, taking the win over Kelly Kerrigan, who really acquitted herself well today as our wild card entrant. Alex Miller just getting better and better every year and showed it again here this year. There's your official time. Caitlin Page still on top from the previous heat. Nancy Zaleski in second place. Here's Alex Miller, just over a minute. Lindsey Down, Tracy Henning, Kelly Kerrigan. We are ready for heat number 4. Underhand chop, Kate Witkowski, Kendall Cornelius. Time to beat 4:9:30.
2017 champ Kendall Cornelius is not here with us last year. Missed the event dearly and is looking to find some redemption here in 2019. Wow, beautiful turn from Kendall Cornelius. Quickly back into the block. Big axe, spanning it well. Placing the hits well. Well, that might be a little premature
close
on the driving. I think we got to get another chip out of that. Oh, this is where time just erodes away. There it is. Kate Witkowski passing Kendall Cornelius.
That's a good cut. Should be good enough to take over the lead. Let's take another look at it.
Yeah, all eyes were on Kendall Cornelius. He had a beautiful cut going. Kate Witkowski is all smiles, though. Unofficially in the 43-second range.
Well, there you go. Kate Witkowski taking over the lead, 42.57. Kate Page hanging in there right behind 49.30. Nancy Zaleski dropping down to 3rd place with a 54.32, and Kendall Cornelius, her 54.52, lands her in 4th place. Big heat coming up right here, possibly the biggest. Martha King can notch a championship. She cuts it faster, 42.57. May not have to cut it that fast.
I want to say it's time. I want to say it's my turn, but life isn't fair. So I'm just going to give it my best and go out there and have fun, because that's the important thing. I do this because I love it, because it's fun. That's exciting to me when I focus on beating the block or beating my best self. That's when I feel like I've really arrived.
Martha King was our runner-up last year. She was our winner in the underhand last year. This is hers to lose right now. Wow, really pushing that go. A little bit of trouble for Erin LaVoie on stand number 1. A couple of stuck hits. Seems like things are freeing up. Maybe got past a little bit of the drier wood on the outside of that block. Martha King.
Wow.
Look at the opening blows from Martha King. Lets that heel suck into that block. Going after those corners. Keeps a nice wide face, lots of slope. LaVoie also a massive, look at the clean lines from Erin LaVoie. She's got to clear that chip. That is Martha King. She's got a big wall of wood there. There it is.
Oh,
look
Martha
at that.
King.
And LaVoie right on her heels.
Oh my goodness, if that unofficial time is correct, if the cut is ruled to be legal, Martha King will stand on top of the world. And that is our John Deere power play. Nothing runs like a deer.
Go back and take another look at this run. There's Martha King at the turn. Look at that opening blow. Drives it in, stuffs the X in there, hangs it up a little bit. Both of these ladies had the benefit of watching all the heats that came before them. They knew they had to open wide with tons of slope.
You know, I've been watching Martha compete for so many years, and I just said, Martha, you're fast. Like, you're not always fast. You're just faster this year. You've been working on that?
I have been, yes. Everybody says I've got a pretty good style, but it's a very long style, which takes a lot of time in the air. And I've been working to kind of condense things and just move myself faster, I guess.
Well, 39.58 is your time. That is the winning time. You're going to see more and more of her in the future.
Well, there it is, Martha King, after coming in second place last year, Kevin, on top in 2 out of 3 disciplines. She was the absolute best today.
She really proved that she deserves to be on top of the heap. She had an exceptional performance. Like you said, 2 out of 3. That's pretty hard to beat.
Well, once again, these women proved that they could put on a fantastic show and show off some tremendous lumberjack skills for the nation. Martha King is your 2019 STIHL Timbersports U.S. champion. She takes home a John Deere Gator, and Erin LaVoie, for her second place finish, is awarded a Duluth Trading Company prize pack. And in third place, it's going to be Kate Witkowski. And congratulations again to our national champion, Martha King.
Martha King, unbelievable.